Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new webinar. We are going to start in a few minutes. Thank you for your assistance. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new webinar. We're going to start right now. Today, we have the pleasure of being joined by the lithium battery manufacturer Pylontech, and this webinar will be focused on showcasing the use of these batteries for large-scale projects. Um, We are joined by Victor San Roman from the Pylontech team. Yeah, to start, I will talk about a little bit about Mako Solar for those who may not be familiar with us, and then I'll hand it over to Victor to begin the webinar. So thank you for joining us again, and let's start. Okay, where we come from. Mako Solar is part from the company Mako that is located in Colombia. Grupo Mako is a company dedicated to wholesale distribution from Colombia. We have 100 years of experience in this market. We have more than 1,000 employees. In all the 7 commercial divisions, we have more than 4,000 customers, and Mako Solar is one of these 7 commercial divisions that is part from the Grupo Mako. Why work with us? We have the tailor-made logistic. We have all the necessary equipment for your solar generation project. We have inverters, racking, lithium batteries. We have the solar panels. We have everything for your projects. We are the preferred distribution in 20 Latin American countries, and we respond to your requirements in less than 24 hours. This is a little bit our presence in Latin America and the Caribbean. We have presence in all, in Colombia, Guatemala, Panama, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Miami, that are where our warehouses are located. From this warehouse, we attend all the Latin American market and all the Caribbean markets. These are the brands that we represent. As I told you, we have different categories to complete your solar projects. We have panels, we have rack, we have inverters, we have BOS, and of course the lithium batteries. And one of these brands that we represent is Pylontech. And just to finish our presentation, I'm going to let you our contacts, our contact information. I just want to remember that Maria Paula Mendez and Natalia Ruiz are the persons who are in charge of this market. So any requirement that you have, send us an email or send us a message and we will attend to you. So that's all. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and yeah. Hello, Victor. Thank you for joining us, and it's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me turn on my camera. Okay, so hello, good morning to everybody. As Federico told, I'm Victor San Roman. I'm a tech support engineer for Pylontech for LATAM market. And today we're gonna have a webinar regarding the CNI solutions, the large scale solutions of our company. So I'm gonna share my screen, and if you have any questions during the webinar, you can type in the chat and we can solve them at the end of the webinar. So give me a second. So now I'm presenting. Federico, can you confirm everybody can see my screen?
Yeah, I confirm.
Okay, thank you. So we're gonna start. So this is the content we're gonna see in these presentations will be introduction to the Pylontech company. Second, introductions to CNI battery storage. There are these large scale projects and some case studies, some projects that we already did in around the world. So it's gonna be all the contents of this webinar. So in this one, we're gonna see the company overview, milestone, market growth, R&D strength, and compatibility that we have. So we, Pylontech, we are a dedicated BESS provider. This is our main focus. We don't have other divisions as other brands that also have like EV and other markets. We just focus on storage systems, mostly with lithium battery. We have new technologies developing for the future, but right now our main focus is the lithium battery storage systems. So this is our milestone. We were founded in 2009, and in 2013 we started with our solutions deployment. So in these 4 years, there was a lot of research and manufacturing and tests, so we could be sure our products were in good quality products. So in 2014, we started mass production for Europe and Australian markets. In 2015, we went to domestic grid scale BESS deployment, and in 2018, we have our first gigawatt hour BESS shipped globally. In 2019, we have a new capacity build of 1.5 gigawatts. And in 2020, we were listed in SSE Star Market. This is to like the market value in China. So we became a public company. In 2021, we were a top 2 residential supplier globally. And in 2022, we have over 1 million systems shipped around the world and ranked top 1 as a residential BESS supplier globally. So currently, we are the biggest supplier for residential systems, for storage systems. And in last year, 2023, we announced our first Europe base for manufacturing. So as you can see, in 10 years, we have grown a lot. So our presence around the world is very big, and well, we have experience with storage systems. Here an overview. I'm not gonna explain a lot. We have over 13.5 gigawatt hour capacity for production. We have many offices around the world. We have North America, South America. We have in Europe, and now with this new factory, it's in Italy. All our development and our mass productions comes directly from China, but we have bases in many countries around the world with a lot of sellers and tech supports as me around the world, so we can give our customers the best experience with our systems. Here's the market growth we've had since 2015. We have grown a lot. And now we are expecting to grow exponentially each year. As you can see, we are right now in 2023. Our growth has been very big, but also we're expecting to grow really, really big in the upcoming years, going up to 2030. So our plan is to be the top supplier for storage systems, totally, not only residential, but also for CNI projects as these ones that we're presenting. We have a presence around the world, as I said. We have over 1 million systems shipped. So it's not 1 million batteries, it's 1 million systems. So in the world, there are more than 1 million complete systems with our batteries, and it's over 80 countries. So we have a very big presence right now. Some more achievements. We're in top 50 in Forbes China, most innovative companies. We were the first storage product manufacturer that went to public, that went to Star Market in China. Not any other company was before us. So, and we are right now the top supplier for residential. So these are some of our biggest achievements that we have. Also, part of Pylontech success is that we have a lot of research and development. So a lot of our earnings go to research and development, so we can have better products, and we develop them and we improve them. So maybe we can have a product, but in the next years we can have a better version of that product that has better capacity, better characteristics for, I don't know, discharge, for capacity. So this is important for us. So we always testing. We have a testing lab of UL approved, and so this is a very important part of Pylontech, that we continue to develop new products and to improve the ones that we have. Also, we have a high compatibility. This webinar will be mostly for CNI, but also it's important to know that our residential products have a lot of compatibility with many inverters. As you can see here, also we have this QR code that you can scan, and you can see more inverter brands that we work. And well, this is for CNA. These are the large scale products that we have. We have for 400 volts, 1000 volts, 1015, and bigger scale. Sometimes the slides have animations, so they skip very fast, but we will see them in specifics. We're gonna see each one of these, so don't worry for that. And well, here are some of the projects we already did. So we have like one in Mexico, in Asia, Europe, Asia. At the end of the webinar, I'm gonna present more of this, and we're gonna talk what's the application of each of these projects. So now for second part, we're gonna have the introduction to CNI battery storage. So here we're gonna see the application scenarios, the solutions, the configuration, some diagrams for the system, some features, and specifics for the products. So here are the primary applications that we can have for large scale projects. The first one, self-consumption, that is, you use the energy you produce. So in this case, it could be off-grid or on-grid, but is the main focus is that all the energy that you produce with, I don't know, solar panels or wind energy, you can use it, and the batteries can help you to storage some of the energy that you produce, and maybe you're not using. So maybe it's more than you're using. So it's an energy that you will be spending. So then you can have a battery bank that can get charged, and maybe at other time of the day, maybe at nighttime, you can discharge the batteries, and you can still use all the energy that you're producing. The other is the demand charge. These some countries have type of the electric companies have different times of the day where they charge energy different. So maybe at morning time can be cheaper, maybe at noon and the afternoon can be more expensive, and in the peak hours, maybe 7 p.m. to midnight, when all people are using electricity, maybe the cost of the electricity is bigger. So in this type of scenario, we can have a battery system that charge when the electricity is cheaper, and it can discharge when the electricity is more expensive. So in this scenario, we can have we can save money, right? So we're not using the electricity from the supplier in the peak hours, and in this case we can save some money. Microgrid is a type of application where we have many different resources. We can have battery, we can have solar, we can have a generator, we can have wind. So this is a system that can be connected to the grid, but also it is not dependent on it. It can work without it, but it's a system that, let's say, is complete. So many of these other applications can work as well as a microgrid. It's not necessary that one of these applications can work with another. There are many scenarios for this, but a microgrid is a system that can work independently from the grid, but it can be charged. It can charge from the grid as well. Now the EV charge station, this is getting more popular, mostly in North America and Europe, for the electric vehicles. So you can have some stations that are maybe, I don't know, far away from city, from where the grid can supply. So maybe if there are some stations that don't have the grid connected, they can have batteries banks, and as well maybe solar panels, so they can supply to the electric vehicle. So this is another application that we can do. Backup is one of the most popular ones, and maybe all of these applications can do it as well. Is when you have a grid failure, the battery bank can supply the energy. So in this case, you can use the energy all the time, and you can still work without any problem. Peak shaving is to shave, as the name say, to shave some peak consumptions from the grid. So maybe in many countries, when you do the contract for your electricity supply, the company give you a top of demand. Maybe you can use, I don't know, 100 kilowatts, and if your company or whatever uses more than that, maybe you have some machines that need a bigger demand, that use more electricity. Maybe you use, I don't know, for a few seconds, 120, 150. So the company, the electricity company, will charge you that peak. So you can have a battery bank prepared to read the all your consumptions, and maybe if you said that your load is bigger than the one you're setting, like, I don't know, 100 kilowatts, so it's bigger, then the battery bank can discharge and can enter. So in this case, the electricity company won't charge you, because this extra electricity will come from the batteries, and not from the grid. Also, the off-grid system, that is very popular as well. So is when you don't have any grid, so you just need the solar or wind energy. But at night, maybe if you don't have production for solar, you can use batteries to discharge. So that's the main scenario for. And we have other ones that we're gonna see. B2G is kind of similar to EV. Also, frequency integrations to help the grid. Maybe if they have some failure, or if the voltage goes down, we can help as well. And for renewable regulations, there are some companies that sell energy, and they need to produce a certain amount of energy, and maybe, I don't know, if the sun is not giving good energy, or is cloudy or whatever, you can use the battery banks to enter and to give energy, so you won't have any problems, because sometimes you do contracts and you need to supply a minimum of energy. So the battery banks can be used for this, to charge when maybe the production for solar or wind or whatever is big, and maybe when it goes down, you can discharge the batteries and keep supplying energy to your customer. So okay, so here are some applications. We have the grid service. So in this case, we can see when that we will charge batteries from the grid. But in this scenario, when maybe the grid has some issues, like in terms of frequency, the frequency is varying, that this can cause some damage to some equipment. We can use the batteries to discharge, and with the PCS, or like the bigger inverter that's called PCS, can supply energy and maintain the frequency stable, right? To maintain the frequency as it should be. So in this case, if the frequency should be 50 hertz and it's varying from low to up, so the battery banks will try to maintain it. So it will be discharging and trying to maintain to have a good quality of the grid, and don't have any issue. So this case is mostly for some European countries, but here in Latin America, we work a lot with 60 hertz. So in this case, will be exactly the same. Maintain 60 hertz, and if there are some variations, the battery can supply with the PCS and maintain the frequency as stable as possible. So this is the same explanation. You see some variations, and batteries maintain the same. So this is the microgrid and off-grid. So in this case, we can charge the batteries when the solar production is big. So when we have a lot of production for solar, and maybe that production is bigger than the loads that we're consuming, and in that moment, we can charge the batteries, and maybe in another time of the day, you can discharge the batteries. So in this type of system, microgrid or off-grid, sometimes there are generators, diesel generators that work, but in these cases, the customers don't want the generators to keep working a long time because it's more expensive. You need more diesel. So diesel in these cases should be like the last resort you should use. So the first one should be the solar panels, and second the battery bank. And when maybe there's no production, maybe the batteries are in a low state, you can use generator to try to supply the energy through the PCS, and so the loads don't have any issues. The backup, so for this one, it's pretty easy. As I told you before, is that in this scenario, you can charge your battery bank from the grid or also with solar panels if you have. But if you just want a backup system, you don't discharge the batteries anytime, just when there's a failure from the grid. So the batteries are charged all the time, and only when the PCS through some meters, they see that the grid goes in a low voltage or it goes completely out, then the battery will discharge and you can still use your loads. We can also include the backup in any other systems, but if your main focus is just backup, you can do this. You can charge the batteries from, I don't know, solar, wind, grid, and discharge it when there's any failure for loads. So this is another application that we have. The peak shaving, well, this is exactly as I told you. So when you have some peak demands, you can use your battery banks to try to maintain it as the demand that you want. We can say, I don't know, 100 kilowatts. So the batteries through the PCS can read the consumptions, and if the consumptions of the loads are bigger, then the battery bank will discharge, and this extra electricity will come from the batteries, not from the grid, and in this case, you will be saving some money. Well, this is a large scale upgrade. Really, there's no very big difference. It's just many different battery banks, many supplies for solar panels. So this is like similar to the last one that we used, but this is a scenario where maybe we need to produce a big scale of electricity. So we can do different PCS, many solar panels, many solar systems, combiners, etc. Also, we can integrate some diesel generators. So this is another scenario we can do. So with these cases, we can see maybe later with some slides that some products that we have maybe could be smaller, but we can do many of them, so we can have a bigger systems. Well, this for the EV charge or V2G stations, as I told you, you can have grid or it can be completely off grid. And also you can have the batteries if you want to supply at night, or you want to supply when there's any issues with the grid, whatever. So, but the main focus of this is for charging electricity vehicles. So this is the main focus for this type of application. And this for renewable integration, as I told you, maybe if you are just having solar production for selling the energy, you can use batteries to try to maintain the supply. If the solar is varying, as you can see here, maybe solar is going up and down, and maybe you cannot maintain a stable demand. So the batteries can help you to shape those any issues that you're having of low production, and to maintain the better quality of the energy, and also to maintain certain load. And well, here are for commercial industrial, we can do this type of systems in many applications. We can add wind power, we can add PV power, we can have power stations, we can do loads, we can go to data centers that they need energy all the time, stable. We can also supply to factories, to hospitals, to business, whatever. So there's no any application that we cannot do because they use electricity, and depending on the voltage, we can use bigger systems or lower systems. But you can see that we can do bigger systems with many different solutions that we can keep doing bigger as the necessity of the customer. So here are some strengths that we have. We have the vertical integrated production. So we are the manufacturer of all the batteries. We don't need third parties to do anything. We do the cells from scratch to the container solution. So we will see a slide later. But yeah, this is a strength that we have. We are the supplier for everything. So we don't need any other party to do something for us. That we have the regulation and certifications for most of the markets. So we don't have any issues. We can sell in US, we can sell in Europe or any other country in the world, because we always are working to have the certifications and stay with the regulations of every country. Also, as I told before, the research and development capabilities that we keep doing research, we improving our products to maintain safety and to maintain the efficiency. And we do tests all the time for all products. So you won't see a product from Pylontech that is without proof, that is just going to market blank and we hope it works. No, we always do tests and we make sure that the products that we're selling have very good efficiency. Also, well, the maximum ROI. So our batteries are designed to last for long, to last for over 15 years with the use of every day. So we can give the customers safety that the projects will work for a long time. So they can have the return of the investment, and also they can keep saving money for upcoming years. The customize that, as I told you before, we can do projects from very small scales to very big scales. So we don't have an issue with that. We can do modules, we can do containers, depending of the needs. So there's no issue that any type of system we can do. And the convenience that all these CNI system, we do pre-engineer system. So when the customer receives this type of products, it's already pre-installed. So it's very easy when you receive it. You just need to turn it on, maybe do some little connections and connect it to the PCF or the transformer or generator. But it's easier, so we don't send you everything in apart, and then you need to do it inside. No, we say if you want it, we can send it pre-engineer, and it will be way easier, and you will saving a lot of time and money with this type of case. Well, here's as I told you, this is the production that we have. We do the cell, we do the block, we do the battery module, the battery system, the pack system, and the container. So we don't need any other part to do this for us. So with this type of production, we can be sure that the quality of the product is very good because we handle all the production chain. So this is a very good strength for us. So I have visited the factories and I see where the cells are made, and they are made from us. So we buy all the materials that we need, and we produce the cells going up to container solution. Well, the market deliverance, as I told you before, we have global certifications. So we have the IEC for Europe, we have the UL for North America, and well, we have others for Japan, for Germany, for other markets. But we have many certifications that allow us to work in many countries, and so you can also, as a customer, can be sure that the products are for quality, and if you need any certification for government products or projects or whatever, you won't have any issue. So also for the CNI projects, sorry for the slides, sometimes they are a little bit hard to because of the animations, But well, in with this slide, what we are trying to say is that we do the three levels from the BMS. If you work with the storage system, you should know that the BMS is the battery management system. It's like the brain of the battery. And with this three level, we can do for the BMS of the each battery module. Then going for the controllers of the batteries, and we can have a master BMS that can handle the controllers of each battery bank. So with this three-level BMS, we can be sure that the system works properly in terms of voltage, in terms of the temperature, whatever. So this is what it means. Also, as I told you before, our cycle lives for CNI projects are over 7,000 cycles, going from 100 to 5% maybe. And with this cycle life, we can be sure that it's 15 years. Also, as I told you before, we have high flexibility. We can start projects from one module. We can do projects with many racks, with cabinet, with container, and going up to many containers. It doesn't matter, just depending on your demand and requirements, we can do the project as big as you need. Okay, so this is our first product that we have, the Optimus cabinet. This cabinet can change from capacity from 100 kilowatt hours to 400. It can work for 2 to 3 hours backup. Also, the PCS or the inverter can be from 30 kilowatts to 200. So this is for maybe small CNI projects that, as you can see, with the demands that the power that we have. And well, we can use this kind of cabinet for self-consumption, demand, microgrid, or whatever. So also we have the protection for IP65. So you can put these cabinets in outside. It doesn't need to be inside any room or whatever. It can be outside and it can work properly. So this cabinet has the IEC certifications, and also includes a fire extinguishing system for if there's any problem that some cell is getting burned or whatever. The fire extinguisher comes in and can shut down the fire with any issue. Also, we have the 20 feet ESS container. With this type of container, we have the battery racks inside. Also, you can put the PCS inside, the EMS, the EMS is the energy management system. This is a product that you use when you need to have many resources. Maybe you have battery bank, you have PCS, you have solar power, you have wind power, you have generators. Like the batteries cannot handle all these resources. So the EMS is the one in charge of controlling all the resources. And well, in the EMS is mostly for third parties. We really are not developers for EMS. We work with many companies that do the EMS. Even you as a customer, if you can develop your own EMS, we can be sure that to work with our batteries, and then you can have many different resources. So for this container, we can even have walk-in maintainable. So you can have people going inside for the commissioning. For if you have any issues or whatever, you can get inside the container and to see the battery racks, the PCS, and also the container has a fire suppression system. And this is the bigger container. This is the 40 feet container. This is just all batteries. This is for the bigger systems. In these containers, all the batteries are inside the container. Then in this one, you cannot get in the container. You will have to do the I don't know, fixing an issue or connecting or whatever from outside. So the container will have doors that you can open, and then you can access the battery bank. So this is outside maintainable, and also has the HVAC that is for maintaining the temperature low. Also has a fire suppression system. So all our container solutions have fire suppression system. And as I told you before, we have the pre-engineer. So when you receive the solution, you will have the container with the batteries inside, everything inside with connections. You have to turn it on and maybe do some other connections to the transformer or PCS, but it will be easier because it will be pre-engineered. And also with the container solution, you can save money you don't have to build some maintenance rooms or anything like that. With the container, the batteries can be outside, and you just have to do like the ground, prepare the ground for the container, but that's it. You don't have to do any other constructions for rooms or anything. You can just do the container, and the batteries can get in, and the system will work. Now, going specific to modules, we have first this module is the battery H32148. See, this is a battery module of 4.74 kilowatt hours, and it can work with two different controllers. So these batteries, each rack will need a main controller. So the controller will be the one that connects to the PCS, and it will be in charge of the charging and discharging the batteries. So here in the Optimus cabinet, this is these batteries inside. You can see with the M1C, this is a cabinet for capacity of 113.7 kilowatt hours. You can use this container to be outside. It has IP54. It can work in an altitude over 3,000 meters, and it can be in humidity of up to 95%. So in this one also you can have the PCS. If it's small, can get in the container, or if it's bigger, it can go in the side of the container. You can install it there. So this is a small solution that we have. So and this one is almost the same, just different. Sorry, just different configuration of the controller. In this case, is the cabinet is bigger, but if you need a smaller, we can do it with this type of range. So the controller will be vertical. So in this case, you can save some space if you need it, but it's the same kilowatt hours. So this is the Optimus all-in-one. In this one is for bigger system. We can do 7.4 kilowatt hours. The voltage for this one can go from 696 to 864 volts. It's a bigger solutions, like double for the pilot one that we saw. This one also has the same specifics as the protection class, IP54, the same altitude, the same humidity, and well, this is a bigger system if you need it for more storage. This is the power cube for 20 feet container. So for this one, the capacity can go up to 1.4 megawatt hours. This is bigger one. So this can be for a bigger demands. And also, this is very important, has the certifications for UL, that is mostly for North American markets, and IEC for Europe markets. So, and also important, the voltage of this the container solutions can go from 690 to 828 volts. So this is for bigger projects. This can use this type of batteries, the ones that I presented before. You can do many racks with the controllers, and all these racks will go inside the container. So this is how you can go to 1.4 megawatt hours. This is almost the same, just the batteries are different. These are the M3, the past one was M1. This is a little bit smaller. This is per 1.1 megawatt hours. And the battery module is this one. Is the battery M3A. This is for a battery of 5.68 kilowatt hours, and the controller is different. This is the controller for these racks. So, but the good thing about this type of batteries is they can do 1C, so the batteries can charge and discharge in 1 hour. but also have the UL certifications. And as they go into a container, they can be installed outside, and there's no any issue with that. This is the M5. This is our bigger module. So with this type of containers, you can see the container can go from 2.5 to 2.6 megawatt hour. This is bigger type of solution because the battery modules are bigger. But also in terms of certification, we have all the certifications for this product. This is the battery module, the M5. As you can see, this is a way bigger module. This is a 15.36 kilowatt hour. Also, the controller is bigger. This controller can work over 1,500 volts. So that's why we can do these systems up to 2.6 megawatt hours. But this system is for discharging in 2 hours because it's 0.5 C. Not like the past one, those are 1 C for charging and discharging in 1 hour. This is for 2 hours, but the other specifics are the same as the temperature. Communication we always do RS 48.5 and the CAN. And also, well, the certifications are maintained the same as the past modules I show you. And this is the biggest solution that we have for the 40 feet. So if you use the M1C, you can do up to 2.8 megawatt hours. This is for a C rate of 1. So you can charge and discharge the batteries in 1 hour. And with the M3, you can do up to 2.6 megawatt hours, but it's the module that I showed you before. It's the same module, just bigger containers. And this is the biggest one that we have, the M5. With this 40 feet container, we can go to 5 megawatt hours. So, but this you need to remember that is for 2 hours discharging. So this is 0.5 C. And but the modules are just the same, just going for bigger container solutions. And well, this is the products that we work. So we will see some projects that we already did. I'm gonna stop presenting in this way because the slide keep going very fast, so and I can do better like showing you the all the projects. So this one is in Europe. This is a system for 400 kilowatts for 32 kilowatt hours. This is 1C system. So in this case, the system can charge and discharge in 1 hour. So and the applications for this one is self-consumption, BSS, and it works with the grid. This in Mid-East is a bigger solution. It's a 630 kilowatts, 613 kilowatt hours. This was installed in 2022, and this is just for self-consumption. As you can see, this is a bigger system and works with diesel generators. Also, this one in Europe is for self-consumption. Inside a container is for 312 kilowatts for 35 kilowatt hours. So, and this was installed in 2022. This one is way bigger in Europe. It's for grid service, just when the voltage goes down or for frequency, the frequency is varying. We have this megawatt, 2 megawatt hour project. And this was installed in 2022. Also in Europe, we have deal with diesel generators for microgrid. Just self-consumption is 1 megawatt power, 1.5 megawatt hour in storage. This was installed in 2021, and here you can see it's in very low temperatures. But with the container solution, you can sell it outside, and there's no problem. Also, this in Africa with diesel generator, just a microgrid for self-consumption is 375 kilowatt. 756 kilowatt hour. This was installed in 2021. This one in Asia is completely off-grid. It worked with solar panels, DC generator, and this one is way bigger, 1.2 megawatt power, 2.6 megawatt hour. This was installed in 2020. This is an American microgrid. I think this one is in the Caribbean. Self-consumption, 500 kilowatts. And 750 kilowatt hours as well, installing in 2020. Another bigger one for grid service in North America, 1 megawatt, 2 megawatt hours, also in 2020. This one is smaller, but here, as you can see, it was installed in Antarctica. So we can go to very, very low temperature. This work with PV, with wind, and with diesel generators. Sorry. And also this one in Oceania for peak shaving. This is smaller and 90 kilowatts to 60 kilowatt hours. This was installed in 2018. Also this one in Asia, very big, 1 megawatt, 2 megawatt hours in 2020. And it has also PV and the grid, and it's just for self-consumption. Well, we have more systems here. This 500 kilowatts, this bigger, and 1 megawatt, 2 megawatt hours. This is just for UPS. This means backup. It's just for backup. And once on 2020. So in this case, the batteries are just working when there's any grid failures. This is another bigger one, and it has like right now 6 years since was installed. 1.5 megawatt, 2.5 megawatt hours. And another one, this is of the older ones, in 2017, microgrid. It's smaller, is 250 kilowatts for 540 kilowatt hours, and it works with PV and diesel generator. So these are some of the projects that we have done around the world. As you can see, we can have from small scale to very big scale, and we can do bigger if you need it with many container solutions. And well, here you have my email if you have any questions. Also, you have the QR code if you want to visit our website. And we'll hope all the information was helpful for you. And I don't know if there's any questions that you have, so I can help you to solve. Hello, Federico?
Yeah, sorry. Give me a second, please.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody has a question, it's the moment from us. Remember that we have our chat, or yeah, the chat is available for your question. I don't see anyone. But yeah, I just want to remember our contact information. Say thank you to the Pylontech team. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Angus, for joining us again. I hope to see you very soon. And yeah, I just want to remember that Maria Paula Mendez and Natalia Reis are the people in charge of the Caribbean market. If you have any requests, technical or commercial, we are going to be very happy to help to you. So that's all. Thank you, Victor. I really appreciate your presence here, and I think that it's an excellent webinar. Remember that this webinar is going to be in charge in YouTube, so you can watch later or share with your team. And yeah, thank you, Victor, again.
No, thank you, Federico, and all the Mako team for inviting us to this webinar, and to all the participants. I hope the information helped you. And well, if you have any questions, you can go to Mako and you can send me an email, and we can help you with any issue.
Yeah, thank you, Victor. Yeah, well, have a good day, everyone. Hope to see you very soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.